So you're thinking of hiring more staff to deal with the growth of your business, but you're not sure if it's the right time or the right thing to do. Well, let me help you with a few pointers. By the way, my name is Vince and welcome to Lessons in the Lounge. Today I have the pleasure of recording this video in the Workaway Office's media studio in Ottawa, Ontario. So you're having a hard time deciding on whether to hire or not. I get it, because hiring too early will burn through cash, whereas hiring too late can cause some headaches with your team and stall your growth. The trick is to tie hiring decisions to clear signals instead of gut feel. So here's a few pointers that may help you decide whether you need to add staff. First pointer, if your team is overloaded for 3 to 4 weeks and you've noticed deadlines are slipping or quality is dropping, this could be a sign to hire. If you or other managers are doing the work that should be delegated, and this is taking up more than 20% or so of your time, this is also a good sign to hire. What are some other hints? Well, as an example, let's say you're not closing the sales that you want because of slower delivery times, or declining levels in customer support is hurting client retention levels, and it's definitely time to hire. Of course, this assumes that your workload is stable and growing, and it's not just a one-time spike that happens every now and then, such as a month end or at the end of a quarter. You know what? I've always been a little bit more conservative in nature when it comes to adding staff. Before you consider a new full-time role, can you start with a contract role or even perhaps a part-time role and see if the workload problem is dealt with? If the workload continues or even increases, you can move this position to a full-time role. Have you ever heard of the saying, hire slow and fire fast? Well, it means exactly that. Don't rush into a new hire without interviewing several candidates. Make sure that you've detailed the new employee's responsibilities clearly. And finally, when you sign on that new hire, make sure that they've signed an employment agreement with a 3-month probationary period. If that new hire doesn't work out within the first 3 months, let them go and replace them. If you'd like more information on hiring and firing, leave your email address in the comments section, and I'll send you my free ebook called 7 Deadly Mistakes Business Owners Make. It discusses several more pointers that you should think about before hiring. There's absolutely no charge for this ebook, but in return, I'd like to ask you a favor. I'd like to ask you to subscribe or follow my channel and give me a like or a 5-star review. Until next time, think long term.